Hello everyone, TAC1421 here with part 3 of episode 19 of my Minecraft Hunger Games, and today we are joined by Amp1520,
Hello, everybody!
and we're going to be discussing what we thought of E3, and in the background you can just watch as I try my very best to win. I'm not going to spoil it if I win or lose, but it was very interesting, and I'm sure everyone's looking forward to seeing the final parts of this episode because it was pretty fun, pretty hilarious. I'm not really going to point anything out, but just keep in mind that I do have Chameleon class, so that's why I hit animals, and people can't really see me or they don't really know what I am. But yeah, just watch that, and we'll go from there. So our thoughts on E3. First, we're going to go over what we liked, and we're going to go kind of back and forth and discuss a few things, and then we'll talk about what we didn't like. So I guess I will go first. First off, we'll talk about the very first thing that Microsoft introduced, which was Halo 4. So your thoughts on Halo 4, Amp?
That was actually one of the few things I did not like in E3. I
Okay.
thought it was very similar to Halo 3, except they did introduce a new gun and enemy, I guess.
Yeah, I just feel like I'm looking forward to seeing how it plays out. I realize it's going to be pretty similar to the other game, but in the same way, kind of, Halo 1 and Halo 2 were pretty much the same game too as Halo
Yeah.
3. They just kind of improved a few things, but overall it was pretty much the same game, and I enjoyed it just as much as I would when I played Halo 1 and Halo 2 multiplayer, which I didn't really play that much of, but it was still an amazing game nonetheless. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the campaign. I'll probably do a Let's Play of that for sure. And then
Yeah.
obviously I'll play multiplayer, so yeah. On to the next thing. What do you have on your list?
Well, I'm gonna have to go with Call of Duty Black Ops 2.
Yeah.
I'm really thinking that's gonna be a great game with the multiplayer zombies. The versus mode is gonna be insane. I would buy it for that by itself, but the campaign is going to be amazing, and so is the multiplayer, I feel.
Yeah, going into E3, I didn't really know what to think about the Black Ops 2, but as I watched them play through the campaign and some of the new guns and like the choices that you had to make, like I don't know if you
Yeah,
saw that, like you can choose whether to snipe or go down the side of
yeah, exactly.
the highway,
That's
whatever you
the
want to
thing.
call it. But just I think it's going to be a very good game for sure, and I'm looking forward to buying that.
Yeah, and then Madden also. That's looking really good. I don't know
I'm
if you
not the
paid much
biggest
attention
Madden
to it.
fan, but Amp, as many of you might or may not know, he is a big Madden fan, so he's looking forward to
Yeah,
Madden, obviously.
and basically I go into more depth on my channel, but basically they're changing the entire way Madden is going to be run in the future. So it's going to be completely different, I feel, which is a new way that games are going in.
Yeah,
Repeat
we'll have
here.
to see. I mean, I've always liked Madden. I'm the worst Madden player ever. I feel like I don't know. I like guys like I always play with Carson Palmer because he's one of my favorite quarterbacks. Don't hate, and he's just absolutely terrible in Madden, and that drives me crazy. And I always try to use him, and he just does terrible. But anyways, on to the next game. This game kind of surprised me. I did not know about it at all. Splinter Cell Blacklist.
Yeah.
Did you see this at all, Amp?
Yes, I did. That looks strange. I'm not sure if I'm going to
Uh,
like it or not, but I
I
think I
mean,
might.
like from like Rainbow Six and all that. Is that the same maker? Am I
Yeah, it
mistaken?
is. It is. Ubisoft made all those, I believe.
Yeah, so that really just came out of nowhere to me because I did not. I played Rainbow Six Vegas, whatever it's called, and all those other Splinter Cells. I kind of demoed them, and I just hated the way it felt and all that. But the demo or
Yeah.
what they showed at E3, that game just looked amazing. So I'm really looking forward to that for sure.
Yeah. And I actually have some surprises that I didn't even know about before. Watch Dogs looks insanely good.
Yeah, you
I
were
think.
telling me about this before we started the
Yeah.
commentary, and it sounds really cool. I'm gonna have to go back and watch a video about this, but why don't you give your intake on this?
Yeah, it's basically like you're a hacker in the world of hacking, and you can hack any electronical stuff and make it do what you want it to. And then, as well as that, I thought Quantum Conundrum. That was another one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think both these games we'll definitely have to look forward, or we're gonna have to look out for, and demo them for sure, and
Yeah.
see how they play. Because sometimes when they show them at E3, it's not really what it looks like when you get it into your living room on your
Yeah,
TV.
exactly. Yeah,
But
that's what I was worrying. Like, there's a lot of good graphic games out there, and they're playing on computers, so it's gonna look completely different. And
exactly,
like Metro Last Light was one of them. Like, I don't know how that's gonna look on console. Like, that's I don't know. There's gonna be some that
yeah,
I want to play, but I feel like they'll be way better on PC. So the graphics will be so dumbed down for console.
for sure. Okay, on my list next up is Medal of Honor. I think it's I forget the full title, but it's Medal of Honor. Do you remember the full title?
No, I do not actually.
I think it's like maybe it's Warfighter. That just popped into
Yeah,
my
it's
head. I think
something
it's
like
like
that.
Warfighter, but they demoed this and they showed it out. They played through a mission, and this game looked really amazing to me. I'm a huge fan of Medal of Honor in general. Back in the day, I used to play that on the GameCube a lot, and I'm really glad they're making a new one, and they're gonna have multiplayer for this as well. So that's gonna be really interesting because I've never really played online multiplayer of a Medal of Honor game, but this one will be definitely a good game for sure. The guy in charge of the multiplayer was talking at E3, and he really pumped me up, I guess you can say. So that's
Yeah.
that. Another one is not really. I mean, it's kind of big news, I guess, but most people already knew about it. They kind of touched on it a little more at E3, but the Skyrim DLC. Did you hear
Yes.
about that?
Yes, I did.
And I'm really looking forward to that because I played Skyrim like crazy, and
Yeah.
and I was sick during that time. I had mono, so I played that like not even joking, like 5 to 8 hours a day because I couldn't do anything because I had mono. So I was just kind of sitting there doing nothing. But that was definitely a really fun game. I'm looking forward to playing the DLC.
Yeah, and
Anything else on
along
your?
with Skyrim, did you hear about the MMO Skyrim?
I did, but I didn't really like that as
Yeah.
much. The
I don't
idea of
know.
that.
That's one of those games I don't know if it's going to be good because
Uh,
I don't know if it's going to be exactly like WoW or something that it requires so much time and effort that
exactly.
everyone will lose their life who plays it. No, that's pretty low. That's not true, but it's just like it takes so much time. I guess I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I think I'm gonna stay away from that one, but we'll have
Yeah,
to see how people react to that.
we'll see.
Anyways, is there anything else on your list as far as what you're looking forward to?
Uh, I don't know if I wrote this one down just because I'm not sure if you'll like it. Outer Knots. It's like a Facebook game. I don't know if you play those, but it's nearly exactly like Pokemon.
I've never heard of
Like,
it.
yeah, they like did a short thing on G4 about it. It wasn't that important.
Interesting. All
Yeah,
right. Well, anyways, on to the disappointments. There's not many for me.
and
You
not
mentioned
I only
Halo
have one.
4.
Yeah,
Is there anything else on your list?
not really. Like I didn't have that many disappointments. Like you might bring one up, and I might remember, but I didn't really like Gears of War. I don't even like that series,
I don't
but
like it either. I've never played a Gears of War game,
yeah,
so I kind of stay away from that, to be honest.
yeah.
Um, I'm more of a Call of Duty Halo guy, not a Gears of War guy, but
I'm not into the third person so much.
that's true. Same here.
Yeah,
Kind of annoys me. I kind of like I've always been in the feel of the first person shooter.
yeah,
You're just aiming down your gun's sight, and you don't really see your full character.
yeah.
Even on Minecraft, you know,
I know.
it's
Even on Minecraft.
even on Minecraft, it's like a first person shooter kind of feel. In a
Yeah.
way, that's the first time I've ever compared Minecraft to a first person shooter. But anyways, for disappointments for me, I have two. One is a huge one, which is Bioshock Infinite being pushed back yet again. And I'm a huge Bioshock fan, but we're gonna have to wait yet another year for Bioshock Infinite, which is disappointing. But I guess the good thing is that they're really showing people that they're trying to make the game as best they possibly can. So
Yeah,
that is a good thing, but and it's going to be amazing when we finally get to play it. But until then, there's not really anything we can do except just
yeah.
wait and play other games, I guess. Which there's other games out there, but yeah. So that's that.
Wasn't that at E3 last year?
That was, yeah, exactly. That's why I'm disappointed. I thought it would be out by now.
Yeah,
But
that's
anyways, gameplay really quick. I just died.
Oh, okay.
And we're going to wrap this up really quickly. As you can see, I got 10 kills as Chameleon. Sorry for
Damn.
ruining it for you, Amp, because you haven't even seen the video yet. But another thing that I was disappointed about, really quickly, because it's going about to end, the Wii U, I was really looking forward to seeing more games, but they didn't have that many. Anyways, I'd like to thank Amp for joining us today, and we will be back with more in the future.